Great, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to Courage to Caregivers for November 21st. We are continuing on with the theme of collaboration. And tonight's topic is forgiveness and gratitude. And I don't know about you, but that's what this season of Thanksgiving is all about. So gratitude is just at the forefront, at the top of the mind these days. Practicing self-forgiveness can be a powerful and healing tool for our well-being. Sometimes we find difficulty with this, often finding it much easier to forgive others than to offer compassion, gratitude, and forgiveness to ourselves. As we begin to open ourselves to forgiveness, we recognize that everyone struggles in this life. It's inevitable, and we are all deserving of each other's forgiveness. Practicing gratitude is one of the ways that we can nurture ourselves and others. An attitude of gratitude elicits the release of the feel-good hormones, serotonin and dopamine in the body, which bathes our central nervous system in happiness and takes us out of our stressful state of mind and body, even if it's temporary. And being grateful has many other physiological benefits to the body. It lowers our blood pressure. It lowers our heart rate. It reduces anxiety and depression. It improves sleep. So it actually has the same benefits from a physical standpoint as deep breathing, meditation, mindful movement, and deep rest do. So gratitude and all of these things that we're doing in breathing and meditation are on the same playing field. And I think that's not only interesting, but really, really good to know that every time you practice a little bit of what we do here on Monday nights, you're doing the same things for your body that gratitude does. So gratefulness cultivates other heart-centered qualities like kindness and generosity, appreciation, and love. And did you know that gratitude is the highest vibrational energy that a human being has? There is a fascinating study by a Dr. Masaru Emoto, who is a Japanese scientist. He studied emotions and thoughts and their energetic effect on water. When kind and loving words were spoken to water, the water crystals expanded and grew and almost looked in shape as if they were smiling, microscopically, of course. But when angry, harsh words were spoken to water, the water crystals shriveled up, shrank, and almost became invisible. So think of that in terms of our bodies being made up of mostly water. How then do our minds and bodies react to the words that we use, either to ourselves or to others, but especially to ourselves? Think of what that does in the body and all of this water that you're made up of. So there's really a link here. More on this topic can be found in Dr. Emoto's book, Messages from the Water, and you can explore this a little bit more if you care to. I believe there's a YouTube link on your handout for today, and it's really quite interesting, this link between water, emotions, and our own bodies, so check it out. As we continue to grow a breathing and meditation practice, we begin to let go of things that no longer serve us so that we can all lead richer, happier lives. Do you recall the Charles Dickens novel, The Christmas Carol? I'm sure that most of you know this story. I just watched the original adaptation of this book. So it was a movie, a black and white movie from the 1930s. It, I believe, is the original movie of The Christmas Carol. And it always warms my heart to see the story of Mr. Scrooge on the screen and his bah humbug attitude, and then to see how he eventually finds gratitude for his life and redemption. And as he scatters seeds of joy over his town and the people in it, and of course the people that he's wronged, Bob Cratchit, who works for him and is barely making ends meet with this lovely family, many children, and then Tiny Tim, who has a physical affliction. When we see this played out and we see Mr. Scrooge's heart turn around for good and how his heart begins to grow and grow. He not only begins to love other people, he begins to love himself through gratitude for his own life. Catch it on TV if you can this season, but just one recommendation, have some Kleenex nearby because it is a tearjerker, but a beautiful illustration of how gratitude can bring someone full circle from, bad feelings to beautiful feelings for himself, for herself, and for others. And so having said that, that's just a little intro into your topic tonight. I know you will be discussing much more in your support group, but tonight we're going to do a little bit of healthy breathing. So I invite you to get nice and comfortable in your chair here, shifting your weight from one side of your sitting bones to the other so that you're nice and centered and balanced on your chair. I invite you to place your feet on the floor. So really getting that connection with the earth beneath you. And then take the shoulders up to the ear one time, letting them roll back down so that you're not holding any tension there. Hands can be placed face down on your lap or face up. When we place them face up, we get a little more energy. When we place them down, it means that we are seeking groundedness. So whatever you're seeking tonight, let that also have a part in your hand placement. And then finding a nice tall spine in your chair here. When we sit up nice and tall, we breathe more efficiently. If you're slouched and your shoulders are curved in, you're not allowing yourself the full breaths that we so need through the lungs and the breathing apparatus each and every day. So maybe then closing the eyes or leaving them softly cast down, whatever feels more comfortable in your body. And then just beginning to become aware of your breath, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Just noticing the natural rhythm of your own breath as it comes and as it goes. Good. And then noticing any sensations in the body, any areas of tightness or tension. Just notice that without judgment. And then begin to let that tension go by perhaps sending the breath to those areas. Consciously, intentionally directing the breath to go there. Good. And just breathing in and out of the nose. Noticing any other thoughts that come in to try to distract. We're going to notice those as well without judgment. Just notice them as they are. And then gently let them go, like a little leaf on an autumn day. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Good. So as you are feeling the breath in the body, as you are feeling yourself on your chair, as you are feeling your feet on the floor, we're going to begin to do a little heart-focused breathing. So we're going to imagine that you can breathe in and out of your own heart. We are at a time of gratitude here at the season of Thanksgiving. So breathing in and out of the heart seems extremely appropriate. So I invite you to place one hand over your heart and the other hand on top of that hand so that both hands are embracing your heart center there. And I invite you to feel the rise and fall of your chest with your hands on your heart. Good. And we're going to put a little count to this breath. So we're going to count in. So in breath for the count of 6, out breath for the count of 6. So it's equal and balanced on both sides. But I invite you as you breathe in to feel your heart grow and grow beneath your hands. And as you breathe out, feel your heart come back to you as if your hands were giving your heart a little hug or a little massage in this moment. So Breathing in together to the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Let's try that again. In breath 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out breath 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. I invite you to try this on your own. If the count of 6 does not feel comfortable to you, change it up. It could be 5 and 5, 4 and 4, whatever feels good to you, but just continue this very methodical, intentional breath. Same in-breath count, same out-breath count from the heart center, okay? And as you're doing this, I invite you to cultivate a feeling of gratitude. So you're also going to be thinking of something that you're grateful for, just one thing, calling that to mind, not thinking too much about it, but the first thing that comes to your mind. And then also bring that into your heart center and just make notice of what that does inside your body and your mind, what you might be feeling, what you might be experiencing. So continue to breathe, equal on both sides, and embrace a feeling of gratitude here. And then perhaps you feel a shift from your state of stressfulness that you possibly carried with you during the day today to a much more open and accepting feeling of love and gratitude and kindness for others as well as for yourself. So important. It goes full circle, doesn't it? So just embracing this feeling of gratitude. And as you're doing this, I'm going to read our affirmations for tonight's practice. I release the past, find gratitude for my journey, and thrive in the present. As I forgive myself, I find it easier to forgive and find gratitude with others. Forgiveness is for giving. It is a gift I give myself. Forgiveness is for giving. It is a gift I give myself. So we know that affirmations are positive words, intentions that we say to ourselves over and over again. And if we say them enough, they tend to resonate deep inside us and pretty much reside in the heart. Okay, so just continuing to feel those words about forgiveness, feeling that sensation of gratitude in your heart, and maybe feeling your heart grow and grow beneath your hands here. We know that when we feel gratitude, our hearts overflow. So just allowing yourself to feel that overflowing. Maybe you're feeling a warmth in your chest or around the heart. Maybe you're feeling a fullness that is spilling out between your fingers. Maybe you're feeling your heart rate drop and your blood pressure drop. Maybe you're feeling all those good hormones just bathing your central nervous system in peace and happiness. Whatever you're feeling, just embrace that now, like a little hug coming from your heart. Beautiful. Couple more rounds of breath here. And when that feels complete, you can release your hands, placing them back on your knees or on your thighs. And gently blink open the eyes. Beautiful job, everybody. So we're going to do a little mindful movement tonight. I'm going to concentrate on neck and shoulders, because when our neck and shoulders are open, not only are we breathing better, but I think it just brings a lot of clarity, because you're not slumping, your posture is good. When your posture is good, you have confidence, you feel better about yourself, and that just opens up all kinds of things. A lot of times when we're hunched over, we have pain in the neck and the shoulders. We hold it there, we hold that tension there. When the shoulders are broad and open, we alleviate that pain. So you can think of the shoulders as the wings of the heart. When you look at where the heart is in the center of the chest, the shoulders are on either side, and you could almost draw the heart, just trace it with your fingers, with the shoulders being the wings. So I love that analogy. We're going to begin a little shoulder stretches here. First, let's begin with the neck. Let's start to take the head in circles around and around. Taking this mindfully and slowly so that you are not going too fast and creating any more tension in the neck. We don't want to give the neck more tension. We want to wring out and wash away the tension that's already there. So take this slowly. And when you're ready, changing directions, just opening up the neck and the shoulders. Good. Good. And then coming back to center, we're just going to take the gaze up, breathing in. And then take the gaze down to your knees, breathing out. Good. Just take a moment and let your head just hang there with your chin tucked down to the chest, and feel that opening in those cervical vertebrae in the back of the neck there. And then inhale to rise, bringing the head up to the sky. Exhale to gently float the head back down. Beautiful, everyone. And then coming back to center, we're going to just start taking the head a little bit from side to side. So breathing in through the center, exhaling over each shoulder. This is another way to wring out tension in the neck, and just taking this at your own pace. Good. Beautiful. Side to side. And then just taking your right hand up overhead, we're going to catch the left ear, bending your head over that right shoulder, breathing into that opening of the whole left side of the neck. Good. Just creating a little space there. Beautiful. You can do these type of exercises anytime, even when you're watching TV. It just gives you a little something to do to help your body relax a little more. Let's unleash that hand. We're going to bring the opposite hand up, taking the opposite ear and just bending over that shoulder. Beautiful. Just breathing into that stretch. Good. Good. And then releasing that hand. So we'll take our arms into cactus. This is when we have the elbows drawn in towards the ribs. So drawn in towards the body, and the hands are open, fingers are open, and the hands are facing forward. So taking a nice inhale here. We're going to inhale as we arch the back and bring ourselves into the back plane of the body. So back towards your chair. Inhale here, exhale, keeping the back straight and coming forward into the forward plane of the body. Good. So then inhaling back towards your chair and exhale, coming forward. So just keeping the back straight, just a little forward and back here. Good. Beautiful. Keeping those elbows in towards the body. And then coming to center here, we're going to inhale to the center, exhale as we twist to the left, still with cactus arms. Inhale back through center, exhale to the other side. So just doing this a couple times on your own. Good. Taking it very gently, very slowly. Good. And then when you're ready, coming back to center, we'll do a couple of seated spinal twists. This is when we check in again with our posture, making sure we're sitting up nice and tall, and then taking the right hand to the left knee. Left hand comes around to the back of the chair as we take our gaze out over the left shoulder. So a little bit of a deeper twist than what we did before, breathing in and breathing out. Good. And then coming back to center, we'll do the same thing on the other side, taking left hand to right knee, right hand comes around behind us, and we take the gaze out over the right shoulder, breathing in, breathing out. Good. And then coming back to center, let's do that twice more on each side. And when you're finished, just meeting me back at center. Good. Beautiful job, everyone. So when we do things like that, we are creating the movement that opens up the shoulders. That's so important. So the last thing we're going to do is a seated eagle. We're going to do some eagle arms. We're going to bring the arms out straight in front of us and then give ourselves a nice big hug. So opposite hands to opposite shoulders. And just hugging yourself in this moment for just everything that you are, everything that you do for others. Bring a little bit of that to yourself. And then we'll bring our arms out, crossing at the elbows, and then pressing the palms together. And so if this is too difficult, just stay with your hands on your shoulders, which is actually what I'm going to do, because I'm having a little bit of a shoulder issue. So you all can go into the full eagle arms, pressing those palms together, maybe bringing the elbows up a little higher or leaving them at eye level right where they are, whatever's comfortable for you. But just breathing in to this nice heart opener, shoulder opener, and this little gesture of self-care in this present moment. Beautiful. Great. Then untwist the arms and bring them into the back plane of the body. So soaring eagle here, both arms are out straight and you're soaring like an eagle, resilient and strong. Good. Beautiful, everyone. Coming back to the shoulders. So opposite hands to opposite shoulders again. Nice big hug. And then crossing at the elbows. This time, you're going to do the opposite of what you did before. So whatever arm was underneath before, you're going to do the opposite as you cross and then bring palms together. And then find your eagle arms. Again, I'm just going to stay with hands to shoulders. So, you know, in yoga, there's a lot of options. Honor your body. So breathing into that eagle. Good. Beautiful. And then untwisting the arms once again, soaring eagle, bringing the arms and hands behind you, feeling the shoulder blades connect as you bring the arms back. Good. Beautiful. And then finally, let's meet with hands to the heart. Taking a couple of breaths here. And finding that peaceful place within. Beautiful. Now I invite you to begin to find your comforts for our deep rest tonight. So whatever it is that you're needing, pillows, blankets, maybe turning your lights down a little lower. or perhaps lighting that candle or finding that aromatherapy, whatever you're needing. You can find that now. If you're seated in your chair, just make sure you're nice and cozy. If you're laying on the floor, just really feeling your body's connection to the earth. Whatever it is that you need, give yourself this gift now. So as you're getting comfortable, as you're lying on the floor or in your chair, I invite you to once again connect with the breath, breathing in and breathing out. Closing the eyes, feeling yourself grow heavy in your chair or on the floor. And with each breath, you're growing heavier and heavier, just letting yourself sink into your space there so that you can feel supported and nurtured. And as you're connecting with your breath and settling your body in, we're going to be doing a little meditation called Ho'oponopono. It is an ancient Hawaiian practice of reconciliation and forgiveness. The word pono means balance or to make things right. Through Ho'oponopono, we learn to heal all things in our lives by accepting total responsibility for everything, 100%, no matter what. And this meditation allows for cleansing and total release of any negativity and holding on to things that don't serve us. So this practice consists of the following 4 phrases. I'm sorry. Being able to say you're sorry even when you believe you were right because it has hurt another human being. And acknowledging that fact is a way to return to yourself, to your own embodied spirit. So even if you know you were right, to simply say, I'm sorry. And as we go through this, to keep this in mind, you can be saying this on behalf of someone else, or you could be forgiving yourself. It works both ways. So even to say to yourself, I'm sorry, is so empowering and impactful. So just dwell on the words, I'm sorry. The next phrase we say is, please forgive me. We are able to free ourselves from the past through forgiveness, even if the person who we have asked to forgive us does not do so. We have done everything we can, and this can relieve us of that burden. So just saying, please forgive me. Powerful words. And again, you may be saying this to yourself, please forgive me. Or perhaps there is a situation in your life where you need to ask someone to forgive you. Perhaps it is a person with whom you have a difficult relationship. And if so, just let that rise to the surface now. And say, please forgive me. Good. The next phrase is simply thank you. Thank you. Having gratitude is a powerful way to have abundance come your way. When we are thankful, we overflow with gratitude. We can accept painful situations and learn from them. When you can go through the storm with gratitude in your heart, you will be stronger for it. And so just like we practiced earlier in the breathing portion of our session, When you felt that gratitude in your heart, it caused a shift in the body, and the body responded by feeling more open, relaxed, less stressed, and that feeling of warmth, that your heart was overflowing with gratitude, every feeling of gratitude spilling out from the heart into everyone that you come in contact with. So simply saying thank you. And the last phrase is, I love you. Love is a powerful energy. If we can learn to love others even when it is hard, and also learn to love ourselves, which seems to be always hard, there will be an immediate positive effect in your life. We know that in order to love others, we have to first love ourselves. And so simply saying, I love you. So we're going to put this together with these 4 phrases to create our forgiveness and gratitude meditation, Ho'oponopono. And I'm going to say the words for you. And all you have to do is breathe those words in. And then bring whatever is on your heart, whatever is on your mind, whatever or whomever, or even just yourself, to your sanctuary right now, to your heart center. And just allow the feelings of gratitude and forgiveness to wash over you like a beautiful waterfall. And so we begin with, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. So just gathering these feelings of gratitude, taking them from your ears right into your heart, these words of forgiveness and gratitude. And just creating a beautiful, warm, glowing light in the center of your chest, all around your heart. Feeling your body melt, feeling your body acquiesce to this feeling of gratitude and forgiveness. Letting that come full circle, your feelings of gratitude and forgiveness for others, as well as for yourself. And so paying homage to your generous, caregiving heart and all that you do each and every day for others. Let it come back to you. And rest. Just rest. Let your body and your mind just rest. Very gently and very slowly begin to bring your awareness back to the body, perhaps starting to move in little ways, wiggling fingers and toes, taking a full body stretch either in your chair or on the floor. Any type of movement that you need to come back to the present moment, just find that now. Good. And just taking your time. And when you feel ready, you can roll to one side, making a little pillow for your head. And I'll read a closing quotation by Joan London. She says, holding on to anger, resentment, and hurt only gives you tense muscles, a headache, and a sore jaw from clenching your teeth. Forgiveness gives you back the laughter and the lightness in your life. So just taking a few more breaths here. And then whenever you're ready, eventually pressing yourself back to seated and meeting me with hands to the heart. Well, it was an absolute joy to be with you all tonight. I hope you have a beautiful Thanksgiving with your family and friends and anybody else who is going to be at your table. And let's just take a moment to breathe in those feelings of gratitude. So with our thumb knuckles resting on our heart, we feel the rise and fall of the chest, the rise and fall of your breath. Good. In gratitude for each one of you, for our lives, for everything that we've been given, let's bow and say Om Shanti Shanti, peace. Good. Thank you all so much. I'm going to stop the recording now.